Welcome, Pennsylvania. This is the boys PIAA Single A Soccer Championship, and it's coming to you live on PCN. This PIAA Sports Championship on PCN is underwritten by the Association of Pennsylvania State College and University Faculties. Everyday APSCUF faculty and coaches of the 14 state system universities are making the difference in the lives of students. Committed, dedicated. That's APSCUF, Pennsylvania's own state system faculty. And by PIAA, the Pennsylvania Higher Education Assistance Agency. PIAA provides Pennsylvania students and families with easy tools, free money, like grants and scholarships, and low-cost student loans. To learn more, visit educationplanner.org. Gary Sutton, Mike Krause with you this afternoon, and our whole crew from PCN and also WITF in conjunction to bring you this PCN presentation of the boys PIAA Single A State Soccer Championship, pitting Christopher Dock Mennonite High School with a record of 19-5-1 out of District 1 against Quaker Valley High School, the PIAA District 7 boys, third place finisher, and it is going to be an exciting matchup here this afternoon. Quaker Valley, a team that has 6 state titles, ready to go after number 7 here today under legendary coach Gene Klein, who's done it in 28 seasons, Mike. On the other side, you've got a Christopher Dock Mennonite school that won in 2002 and won in 2003. They know what it's like to be here, too. So 2 great traditional programs here in this matchup today.
And Christopher Dock's going to have 8 seniors out on the pitch. So, Gary, you know that they're going to be out here. They're going to be out to come out. In the state tournament so far, they've got a combined 16 goals that they've scored, but only given up 1. Where Quaker Valley, offensively, they've scored 6 goals and given up 1. And in the quarterfinals, they got here on a 1-0 victory on penalty kicks. So it's going to be interesting to see more of a defensive team, not giving it up too much, and where Christopher Dock used to scoring some goals. So we'll see how one system matches up against the other.
We're going to see it indeed in just a few moments. Now we're going to take you to Bob Schellenberg, the voice of the PIAA, in just a moment. Gene Klein, the coach of Quaker Valley, 28 seasons. Matt Moyer, the head coach of Christopher Dock High School, 2 championships in his own right. And 5-3-1 in state title games is Gene Klein. But 2-0 in state title games is Matt Moyer. So we'll find out more about these 2 teams right now from Bob Schellenberg, the voice of the PIAA. Let's get out of the sidelines.
Home to the 2005 PIAA Soccer Championship. Ready to begin our A-Boys Championship game. We will pitch the Pioneers from Christopher Dock Mennonite School against the Quakers of Quaker Valley High School. And now our starting lineup being led on the pitch by our championship officials, Gary Campbell, Paige Bender, and Gerald Rose. Bring out the starting lineup. Here's the starting lineup for Christopher Dock. Their head coach, Matt Moyer, at record 19-5-1. Starting a goal, Greg Folgia. Midfielder number 2, Eric Rafesnyder. Wearing number 3, defender Conrad Durstein. Midfielder number 4, Scott Wilkinson. Starting in the forward, he's wearing number 5, Jason Monty. Wearing number 8, midfielder Connor Histon. Midfielder number 9, Dave Janke. He's wearing number 11, defender Ruben Stoltzfus. Defender number 12, Will Smallridge. Wearing number 19, defender Jordan Delp. And wearing number 20, starting midfielder Gabe Kleinert. The Pioneers from Christopher Dock Mennonite. And now let's meet the starting lineup for Quaker Valley. Head coach Gene Klein, their record 21-5. Here's the starting lineup for the Quakers. Starting in goal, James Falcone. Wearing number 4, midfielder Ryan Federoff. Forward number 5, Mark Rogers. He's wearing number 6, midfielder Trey Bevins. Midfielder number 7, Tommy O'Donnell. Defender number 8, Ryan Ackman. Wearing number 9, forward Adam Monteverde. Defender number 10, Ben Sopp. Wearing number 11, midfielder Adam Mercadante. He's wearing number 18, defender John Miller. And wearing number 19, defender Ben Clixbull. your PIAA statewide soccer rules interpreter, as well as supervisor of officials, Mr. Mario Donangelo. And now, ladies and gentlemen, prior to beginning our match, we ask you please rise as we honor the United States of America, salute its leaders and members of the armed forces with the playing of the Star-Spangled Banner. Ladies and gentlemen, our national anthem.
Welcome back to Hershey Park Stadium. Gary Sutton, Mike Krause with you and our entire PCN crew, and also the help today from WITF Production Studios. And we are so happy to be bringing you the boys Single A PIAA State Soccer Championship here on PCN, the third today of our championships. If you missed the opening ones today, South Park in overtime beat Great Valley 1-0. And then Villa Joseph Marie High School won 4-2, scoring 4 goals in 9 minutes over Greensburg Central Catholic High School after being down 1-0 at halftime. And now we come to the boys Single A Championship. What are we looking for here in this game today, Mike Krause?
Well, you're going to see a lot of ground game. You're going to try to see some speed. Christopher Dock's going to come out in a 4-4-2. So you're going to see some real good support defense, try to push something around, move the ball around, get those midfielders involved on both ends. Quaker Valley, you're going to come out with a 4-3-3, so they're going to put some pressure on the front end, try to make sure they can get some shots on goal, but also in support of the defensive end. So you're seeing two real strong programs. You're going to see a midday festival of soccer up and down the field. Look for the ball to get a lot of movement using the entire field.
A couple numbers we can look for. Number 5 on Christopher Dock. He is a forward. Jason Monty, he loves to push the game forward and forward in a hurry. So we'll keep an eye on him today. But also on the other side, you've got a guy named Adam Monteverti, 28 goals, 13 assists this year, and his running mate, Adam Mercadante, not to be confused with Monteverti, 10 goals and 8 assists for the season. These two guys can get it done in a hurry offensively. And, of course, James Falcone, the keeper for Quaker Valley, 14 shutouts this season. On the other side was 15 shutouts is Greg Folger, the keeper for Christopher Dock. Both these teams, multiple winners of state championships before, and it is going to be a great battle here this afternoon. We welcome you to PCN, and here we go.
And you know, Gary, those shutouts are a tribute to the defense. Not just the goalie, but not putting the goalie in situations where they're going to get real solid shots at him.
Quaker Valley in white and black, and of course the other side in black, white and green. Christopher Dock High School, Christopher Dock, the Pioneers. Quaker Valley, the Quakers, as you might imagine. Here's Quaker Valley with the ball to Christopher Dock. Middle of the field, taken there by number 8, Connor Heaston. And the ball will stay over with Quaker Valley here as it's picked up by number 6, Trey Bevins. Bevins across field, looking for Fedorov.
Real tight there, Christopher Dock keeping the center of the field real tight.
Christopher Dock pushing it ahead here to Monty, and we said Monty is going to be a guy that's going to push forward all the time. You'll see him out there by himself a lot, but he is a guy that can score some goals in a hurry.
We got an offsides call, so that'll go over to the possession of Christopher Dock.
Both these teams very, very quick, Mike, and able to cover a big field in a hurry.
And that's going to create some opportunities as far as crosses and weak side support, trying to make sure anything a little bit long, you're going to see some aggressive offensive opportunities.
Ruben Stoltzfus, a name you would see in Lancaster County a lot, sends the ball back upfield very quickly. Christopher Dock trying to control. Take it away there by Quaker Valley. Pushed ahead by Quaker Valley's Mercadante.
See Mercadante took a peek over his shoulder to see who's coming up in support.
Gets it to Monteverdi. Don't get confused with those two. Nice little shot to the outside. Took it off the outside of his foot, curved it away from the defender. Nice reverse swerve, they call it in soccer.
Just getting a feel for each team, what they're going to do, where they're going to position the ball, what part of the field they're going to attack.
Tommy O'Donnell trying to reverse the ball, has to take it away there, and Scott Wilkinson will control it. Over to Rafe Snyder for Christopher Dock, trying to send a through ball down the side end. Does. Catching up to it's going to be Jason Monty. Monty, who loves to make things happen. Monty right to the middle. And nice clear out of there by number 10. That was Ben Sopp for Quaker Valley.
Tell you, Monty's showing some really good speed up there on the sideline. We're going to see a lot of opportunities come from that side of the field.
Mercadante to Monteverdi. You're going to hear that a lot this afternoon and vice versa.
You're going to see the midfielders are going to be real important today as far as the distribution and recovery.
Histon back to Smallridge. Smallridge to the near side. Over to Rafe Snyder. Rafe Snyder again down the far near side. Picked up there by number 20. We're talking about Kleinert. Kleinert and taken away again by that was going to be Ben Sopp.
Ben Sopp really used some position getting on the ball and using his size to get an advantage to control the ball.
Looking ahead to number 9, Monteverdi. Monteverdi in the middle of the field with the ball. Great skills. Trying to find his man. Good defense there on the other side by number 12, Will Smallridge of Christopher Dock.
Monteverdi playing with the ball. Smallridge just comes in and cuts that off and takes control.
Ryan Ockman getting up ahead to a teammate. Ryan Federoff to Monteverdi. Loses control. Over to number 20, Gabe Kleinert of Christopher Dock. Pushed ahead by Quaker Valley and trying to find something happen. You're going to have a goal kick.
Good defense by Christopher Dock, knowing the ball's going to go across the goal line, shielding the offensive player to make sure that they get a goal kick out of it and avoid the corner.
Beautiful day today here at Hershey Park Stadium, and we have Christmas Wonderland over in the park tonight. All kinds of wonderful things happening here in the south central part of Pennsylvania. The flag blowing just a little bit. We've had very little breeze all day. It has not been been a factor in any of the games, nor will it be really in this one. Quaker Valley with the ball right here.
Waiting for that chocolate smell, Gary. I haven't had that.
Haven't had it yet today, yeah. Quaker Valley, an outstanding passing team. That is one of their hallmarks every year they have come in here under Coach Gene Klein. 28 seasons he has been there. Looking at Trey Bevins. Trey Bevins. Near side over to Mercadante. Cleared out of there by number 12, Will Smallridge.
Just keeping it down their end of the field.
Ryan Federoff. Christopher Dock, the champion in this class in 2000-2003. You're going to see hands right there, I believe.
Man, it was real close when Gabe Kleinert came up, trapped the ball. He almost had a breakaway if he could keep his feet, but he went down the ground, so possession went back to Christopher Dock.
Quaker Valley has not won a title since 2000 when they shared it with Fleetwood. They've won 6 in Gene Klein's tenure there. 5-3-1 in state title championships. It's an outstanding program. Oh, the old drop kick.
Boy, he gets
Haven't
some
seen
good
that
distance
one yet.
on that one.
You're looking about a 70-yard kick there.
A little bit too much, a little trip.
Yeah, I like that, the drop kick coming off the foot of Greg Folja, huh?
Jason Monty trying to use his body, got a little bit too low and called for the trip.
It's Quaker Valley. Getting it back down the other end. Taken there by number 11, Ruben Stoltzfus. Tommy O'Donnell with the ball for Quaker Valley. Off to Bevins. Bevins, near side. Hooks up with teammate Federoff. Federoff to the middle. Good defense here in the middle of the field by Christopher Dock as it's taken away for a moment by Houston.
Christopher Dock showing real good angles as far as closing in on the ball.
Bevins, very active player in the center of the field. Good lead here, trying to find Mercadante. Mercadante. One-on-one in the near side. And it's going to be off Christopher Dock, I think.
So we're going to have a throw-in for Quaker Valley.
Adam Mercadante is a junior midfielder. Nice try by Monteverdi, his partner in crime. Monteverdi only a junior too. A lot of underclassmen. Again, we've seen underclassmen kind of the hallmark of the whole day so far on every team we've seen, Mike.
Well, they're the ones that are going to make the noise because obviously if they're underclassmen, they're good enough to compete at the varsity level. So they're playing because they have some very exceptional skills.
Talks about the pedigrees, though, the programs that are getting here. They're playing the younger kids, too, and the younger kids are showing you through all the work and club programs and everything else, they're getting those skills a lot earlier than maybe in another time.
Good job on the anticipation by number 18, John Miller.
John Miller, number 18, getting the ball down there, and the ball's brought in, though, is across the touchline by Christopher Dock. Christopher Dock out of District 1. They are the champions. They're 19-5-1 this year. 21-5 is Quaker Valley. They were the third-place finishers out of Tough, District 7.
A lot of action down there in District 7. A lot of teams, too.
District 1, too. I'll tell you, these two districts have controlled soccer in Pennsylvania for a long time, especially in boys soccer. A long kick down there. It's going to be taken down on the far end.
Falcone controls it. See what kind of punt he's going to show us.
James Falcone is senior goalkeeper. Not a bad foot there either.
As long as they get past the midline, create some opportunities that midfielders can go forward.
You're going to number 4, Ryan Federoff. Looking ahead. Monteverdi. He loves to create. His eyes are up all the time. Big headlights. Watch this give and go.
Nice.
Oh, and Monteverdi does a little turn there, and maybe not quite the shot they were looking for from Rogers, but some nice thoughts there in that little sequence.
Rogers felt the goal to his back and spun, but just didn't get a clean contact with his right foot.
Ball ahead to Rafe Snyder. Rafe Snyder trying to find his man down the near side. Gabe Kleinert and crosses the touchline. Will stay with Christopher Dock.
Gabe Kleinert showing some speed. They want to try to create opportunities. That's why he's got up there on that front line as a forward.
Here's Rafe Snyder. A lot of room to throw this one. Like a corner kick. Rafe Snyder. And it will be cleared out of there, and a chance to really make a move here for Quaker Valley. Down the side. Racing out ahead is Monteverdi.
Come on, supporting the right, Gary.
1-on-1. Can he beat his man?
He's got support in the right.
Monteverdi. Shot to the corner and no good, but Monteverdi showed you some quick moves right there and some great footwork.
And Mercadani was coming up on the right to show some support unprotected. You see as Monteverdi trying to
take a look at this.
Ball.
Monteverdi stops right here on a dime. Fakes. Comes back. Gets the left foot. Maybe shot just a little bit quicker. He felt the man coming off his left side, and a good job just trying to cut off the angle there by Folger, and just happy that
Folger was happy.
His man in the middle there could not find his way out of Monteverdi. Hey, Monteverdi showed you a lot of good skills here so far. As we see into the game, Lewis Lee into the game, a senior forward for Christopher Dock.
That'd be a great stage name, Louis Lee.
Louis Lee, yeah. He'll replace number 20, Gabe Kleinert. Just about 10 minutes into this game and no score so far. We're looking at the boys PIAA Single A State Soccer Championship. There you see Monteverdi again. Monteverdi a showdown there with the ball.
Christopher Dock closes down on their defenders.
Again, another big moment.
It's going to be a hold.
Take your choice here on who the hold was on, and they're going to say it was on Monteverdi.
That could have gone, like you said, Gary. That
That's a 50-50 call right there. You could have got Solsfus for that one as well. Stoltzfus was hanging on pretty good there, and I think it's like in basketball. You got called for the second foul. We'll take a look at that. You can see the hand's in there. I might have been wrong, but you watch. Watch the hand here of Stoltzfus. He's keeping the elbow in there, pushing him off. Now watch the left hand. Maybe not. That's why they're getting paid to officiate, right?
And we just sit up here and talk about it.
There you go. Christopher Dock trying to handle the ball here in the middle of the field. Number 8, Connor Histon. He's kicking around for the moment right now. Ryan Ockman. Ockman trying to control it, and finally just says, enough of this.
See, we're getting action from the right side of the field for Christopher Dock.
So the ball goes to Christopher Dock. It's thrown in across the touchline. Sliding on the turf there as he kicked it. Over to Will Smallridge. Smallridge trying to control it. Smallridge to the near side. Rafe Snyder trying to chase it down.
Hey, 7! Hey!
Gets it ahead to teammate Wilkinson. Wilkinson across the end line, and it will be a corner kick.
We're going to see our first corner.
Corner kick for Christopher Dock.
Christopher Dock's going to have one guy in the goal.
And number 5, Jason Monty. The forward will be taking the kick. You'll see a nice in-swing here.
They got 5 players over on the right far post up around the 18. Two guys around the
Everybody
9.
being checked there carefully. Here goes Monty. Oh, nice high look. Maybe a little pass. Oh, but a good look. Got the headshot, just not quite into the net, rather.
That was a beautiful serve coming across there, and just in the perfect position, just caught it a little bit high. And if he had that shot again, Wilkinson would like to take that one more time.
Yeah, Wilkinson said, "Oh, that looks awfully good. Could I get a little lower and ram that thing home?" Good footwork in the middle of the field by Bevins. Bevins to the outside to teammate Rogers. Rogers trying to work something down the outside, goes across the touchline, goes back to Christopher Dock as we tick under 30 minutes here in the first half. 28:07 to go in the first half of play. No score in this boys PIAA Single A State Championship game. Back to the near side. Tommy O'Donnell looking to the middle. He's got Fedorov there. Fedorov has it taken away by the defense again. That was number 11 stepping in that time, Stoltzfus.
Stoltzfus real quick on seeing that, closing it off and denied an angle to the shoot.
You look like you have some holes there for a moment. Both these teams are so quick, they shut down very, very fast, Mike.
They read it well and they react well, and a lot of support. One pass away.
Ooh, O'Donnell looking to the outside, and his man could not control it or trap it there, and so instead it goes across the end line. It'll be a goal kick.
You can see both teams are coached real well. You have that support, you anticipate the second and third pass, and they're closed down.
Rafe Snyder getting ready to get back into the game here. Rafe Snyder only a sophomore, by the way. One of the main cogs of this Christopher Dock Mennonite team. Once again, that kick off the outside of the foot. Rafe Snyder has it. Rafe Snyder trying to control it.
Showing some speed with a good angle.
Lewis Lee.
Unfortunately, it was offsides. Number 7, a little bit too early.
Just a little bit ahead. You got to be careful of that too, especially when a team brings its backs up so far, its defensive backs. It does create a little bit of a situation for you if you're a real offensive-minded team, as this team is.
You got it, Gary. The defensive depth sort of disappears, so you're at risk, especially if you have fast forwards that can run past the defense and they're aggressive enough to lead past them.
Well, Jason Monty loves to live up close to the other goal, and so you've got to think that part of the strategy here for Gene Klein is bring that back up further and further and keep him further away from the goal, where he's going to have to handle the ball a little bit more against our defense. Here you see number 4, Ryan Fedorov again. Fedorov controlling the ball, looking for someone. Finds him. Tommy O'Donnell. Tommy O'Donnell near side. Over to Mercadante. Mercadante hooks it and can't quite hook it enough, and the ball off the side of the net.
So that'll be a 6 kick for Christopher Dock.
14 minutes gone in the first half. No score in this game, and we want to thank everyone involved in today's state finals. And a big thank you as well to the cable companies that carry the Pennsylvania Cable Network, bringing sights and sounds of the 2005 PIAA Boys Single A Soccer Championship to millions of Keystone residents. Glad you're enjoying the game this afternoon. Gary Sutton, Mike Krause with you, and Lewis Lee with the ball right now. This time not offsides and trying to find a way to make something happen, and kicks it over the end line.
Well done by the pressure from Ben Clixbull. Closing that down right away. Louis Lee had an advantage, but Clixbull took away the centering pass, and Lee ended up putting it over the goal line.
Just a perfect day here in Hershey, playing on the A turf. We'll talk about a turf down there that you can really get a good foot on. This is it.
And you get true bounces from the ball.
It's just a perfect surface on which to play. You won't hear a complaint from anybody, and no knee problems, no problem putting your foot in and not having it move. I mean, it's the newest in state-of-the-art turf.
It's the A turf, Gary.
That's why it's the newest, and it's the best. You can't have A+ turf, right?
Well, we hope not, but it's early.
Christopher Dock trying to get control down the side, goes across the touchline, and will be taken there by Quaker Valley.
What are you going to do if it's new and improved? What do they call it?
The new and improved A turf?
Okay.
Double A, I guess.
Double A.
But doesn't double A get smaller when you talk about batteries?
Well, double A in this is larger schools than the single A.
I think we're going nowhere with this fast.
All right, let's drop it.
Great thought, thanks.
Okay.
Gary Sutton and Mike Krause with you, trying to keep the day job of announcing and not being comedians, because we certainly are not. By the way, Oneida was the first team, by the way, ever. First soccer team ever.
And they do a pretty good job with China, don't they?
They were in Boston, that's right. But it was Oneida.
It's away.
I think they would have been about a Division 8 school.
Wow, a little contact. We're looking for some kind of handball, but no call.
Here's Christopher Dock trying to make a move here. We're at 16 minutes played here in the first half. No scores. The ball's going to be thrown in by Rafe Snyder. Watch the power on this. The ball looked like it was off. It looked like it was off Christopher Dock, and it'll be a goal kick out of there.
I thought it went off. I couldn't see that. The bar of the window here blocked me in this, but thank you for that support there.
Not a problem. Falcone sending it out here for Quaker Valley.
Trying to get control of that 6 kick. Nice back pass.
Nice little back pass. A better defensive play there by Fedorov. Nice battle in the middle of the field by Bevins alongside of Monty.
Tell you what, Bevins showing some really good foot skills.
And Rogers now. Rogers in a battle down the side. Foot race. Taken away from him there. Looks like Durstein.
Nice control.
Durstein to Wilkinson. Taken back there again by O'Donnell. O'Donnell to Fedorov. Fedorov free for a moment. Fedorov keeps it going forward.
Ooh, that ball took a vertical bounce.
So much for the true bounces all the time, right? I think it had more to do with the English that was on
Right,
it,
it was
than the
underspin.
bounce.
Underspin will cause it to pop straight up, where overspin will cause it to bounce forward.
Middle of the field now, Christopher Dock. Wilkinson to the outside. Trying to control. Down to Monty. Monty, who loves to make things happen. Quick footwork. Here's Monty. He'll love to set plays up. Good head out of there by number 10, Ben Sopp again. Sopp, the outstanding defenseman back there.
Good read on the angle of the approach possibilities of the shot. Sopp right in there and just clears it out.
Monteverdi, so quick with those feet. Monteverdi leading. It's going to be offsides, I think.
Offsides.
And you got it, offsides. Had his man out ahead that time, Fedorov, and Fedorov just said, geez, are you sure?
It's just so close because it's the position when the ball is contacted off the foot.
Well, it's hard to make yourself stop, too. I mean, you've seen the ball going down, you say, got to get to this ball, and all of a sudden, oh, that's right, I'm behind the defenseman, offsides.
And you hope maybe that line judge's job is just to watch all sides might have missed it.
Mercadante. Stoltzfus getting it down there. Now you got a little push from behind by number 19. That was Jordan Delp. And so the ball goes back to Quaker Valley, the Quakers. Out of Leetsville, PA. Leetsdale, PA. Leetsdale, PA. I have never been in downtown Leetsdale, PA. I imagine it's a beautiful place.
For Christopher Dock, did you say?
And on the other side, oh no, Christopher Dock's in Lansdale,
I
PA.
was going to say, I have
But
Lansdale.
Quaker Valley is in Leetsdale, PA.
Yeah, out in the corner of the state.
Yes, it is. I'll tell you what, man, they are proud of their soccer out there.
North of Maryland and south of New York.
10th time they have been in the state championship here. That is some record for Gene Klein, 28 seasons, and his Quakers. They know what they're doing.
And that's a tribute to the program. When you have consistency, instead of having a great year where you have exceptional athletes, you got someone that keeps on coming back. Those things are getting done correctly.
And the ball across the end line will be a goal kick. Yeah, you know, you watch this Quaker Valley team, and I've seen them a lot of times over the season, and I've seen Christopher Dock too, and they're both so well coached. And one of the things that I love to watch for these two teams is the passing. And the passing is just, it's crisp. They find their targets most times. I mean, and the high skill level at which they play is just a joy to watch for both these clubs.
And they have control of the ball, and they also control and go to open space and lead just like there to open space.
How about Wilkinson to Durstein there? Durstein with the ball on the outside. Again, looking for the Monty. Monty control the ball. Look at this. Stop. Trap it. Stop again. Turn. Look to the middle. Change of pace.
Create an opportunity.
Look at the move. Once again, maybe trying to go past one too many men that time. He had a man in the middle, and it was taken away by Ben Sopp again. Ben Sopp has been outstanding so far here in the first half of the game as we go under 20 minutes.
Yeah, Monty with some great footwork as he came towards a goal. He was drawing the defense, maybe an opportunity to cross it to create an opportunity from the left side of the field.
PCN congratulates today's competitors on making it to the 2005 PIAA Single A Boys State Soccer Championships. PCN is providing exclusive coverage, and right now we've got a guy who wants to provide an exclusive goal for Quaker Valley, and not to be, as it was taken out of there by Ruben Stoltzfus. We're talking about the battle of number 11s there. Mercadante looking pretty good coming down the field, Mike.
He had some chances and just came in and putting pressure on the defense of Christopher Dock.
John Miller taken back there by Rafe Snyder. Rafe Snyder looking upfield. Good foot there by Tommy O'Donnell. Pushing out there very fast is Wilkinson.
Wilkinson just a little bit too far ahead of him on that head drop.
Bevin says we'll restore a little order. Put it back upfield to Rogers. And then off Bevins out of bounds across the touch line, and will take him there and be brought back in by Christopher Dock. No score in this game. We just tick under 20 minutes left. Ball Ball to the far side. No damage done as it'll be tracked down there by Falcone. And Falcone will let his team get downfield a bit and then get rid of it.
It's a pretty good punt there.
Nice little 50-yarder downfield.
Those football markers help us with our yardage.
Picked up by O'Donnell. Yeah, we're not really that smart. We couldn't figure it out if we had to.
Could have helped you with a golf yard.
That's right. Be a great place to practice.
With your yardage.
Head on down to Monteverdi. Monteverdi off to Mercadante. Mercadante give and go to Monteverdi. No. But instead taken by Tommy O'Donnell. O'Donnell looks to the middle. He's got Fedorov. Fedorov back to the other side. Widen the field, make the defense move as we picked up there by Ochman.
And reverse it is just shift the defense.
Back to the middle again, working their way down. Mark Rogers taken away there defensively. Nice play by number 11, Ruben Stoltzfus, and he has been equally tough defensively, but back again to Quaker Valley.
Stoltzfus doing a good job, a little contact there, but Stoltzfus positions himself so on the ball. Then he uses his body to shield the opponent.
A nice hook there trying Histon, but taken away instead. Christopher Dock's got it. Eric Rafesnyder taken back. Tommy O'Donnell fighting it out with him, and it will stay with Christopher Dock. 17:23 to go in the first half. No score in this boys single A championship. Being chased down by Ben Sopp. Ben Sopp just kicks it across the touchline and says, let's reset.
Nice throwing by Rafesnyder.
Hey, Benny, you can give it to me there.
Creating that opportunity a little bit too high for the defense and pushing it down the line.
And here's where it looks almost like a corner kick when you have this kind of throwing. With a high arcing shot there. Oh, and just about a good chance. Lewis Lee was down there, and alongside of him was Scott Wilkins. They both wanted to take a shot at the net on that one. Take a look.
See the throwing. He's covering some distance all the way over towards the left post. Popped.
There you saw Lewis Lee not quite able. He's saying, hey, tip.
And he's trying to get
the official said,
that corner out of the deal.
No. Christopher Dock kind of quietly on the attack here right now. Here's Monty. Watch the footwork on this guy. One-on-one, he is dynamite.
Now when he's over here before, it looks like he kept it a little bit too long.
He will play with it, but he has the skills to do it. And he earns a corner for his team, and that's exactly what that was meant to do.
So he's got the corner.
Second corner of the afternoon for Christopher Dock.
Now we're going to see what happens. Christopher Dock has one guy in the goal and the other five up in the top starting off and charging.
In swing from the left side, a head shot, but not to be.
Louis Lee, did he get up there? Wow.
Louis Lee was climbing the ladder and not able to get down, though, to get that ball down where it needed to be hit. And we'll take a look at it again, but a good left foot in swing that time. Watch Louis Lee go up. Look at this.
Number 7. Look at he's up there.
And just skidded off the top of the head instead of able to direct it into the net. Nice job of getting the ball back downfield by Ben Klickspool.
Trying to work up the left side. They got some advantage there in the shift.
Fedorov just a little too far ahead that time, not able to hook up with his people, and instead taken there by Folja.
Outside the view, we had a possible penetration by Mercandani, but the defense of Ruben Stoltzfus just shut him off, cut off his pass. I'm sorry, Will Spaldridge. Cut off his pass so he couldn't get any penetration.
Mercadante off his foot that time across the touchline, so we'll go back over to Christopher Dock. Christopher Dock won here in 2002 and 2003, an outstanding program.
Hey, 4, hey, Benny, left, Benny, 4.
Throw again.
Here it is again, just like a corner.
Out!
And out it again, just like last time by Ryan Fedorov. Back to the middle.
Good lead.
Here's the guy you want with the ball if you can get him, is Monteverdi. Monteverdi not able to catch up to it.
See, off the foot, the goalie can't handle that pass from a teammate.
There's Lewis Lee again. Lewis Lee, an exciting player, loves to make things happen. Lewis Lee is senior. Nice footwork on the near side here. Forced to slow it down a little bit by Ben Sopp. Ben Sopp, great guy at checking on the offensive players.
Slowing things down. Now we're going to see another throw-in by Rafesnyder.
Rafesnyder says, you give me enough of these set pieces here, we're going to get something.
Up in the air, could be dangerous. Unless you got a goalie like Falcone that can penetrate there and pull it in.
How about Falcone? You figure out how he had 14 shutouts this year. Here comes Monteverdi, pushing it ahead, looking for a teammate. He's got him on the far side, Bevins looking back to the middle. Picked off there nicely by Christopher Dock and sent out with authority.
Stoltzfus cutting down that crossing pass, and he's doing a super job at denying a lot of opportunities for the offense of Great Valley.
We tick down near 13 minutes now, 13:41. No score in the game, and we'd like to remind you it's state history in the making. The 2005 PIAA Boys Single A Soccer Championships, televised across the Commonwealth and the state leader. For high school sports coverage, PCN, the Pennsylvania Cable Network.
That's Quaker Valley, Gary. Great Valley played in the previous game. Got my tongue twisted on that last one.
Oh. People in Great Valley will be happy to hear about that. Now, you could have probably segued your way out of that by saying Quaker Valley is a great valley.
It's not as sharp as you, Gary.
Well, you just,
I appreciate
comes with
that.
experience.
I appreciate
you could have done that, and it would have been perfectly fine with me. In fact, I missed the fact you said Great Valley.
But I'm sure Quaker Valley people didn't miss it.
Now that you've beaten yourself up
yeah.
over this. Great Valley, by the way, earlier today, losing the boys AA soccer championship, 1-0 in a great game with South Park.
We got a push by Christopher Dock, so that's going to bring the ball out there in a direct for Quaker Valley. And taking that direct will be number 4, Ryan Federoff.
Great Valley probably not feeling as great today as they would have if they won the gold, you see.
But Quaker Valley wants to
It
feel
is.
great.
Oh, nice job going up there is Folgia.
Wow, I'll tell you what, number 19, Ben Clicksbull, was up there with Folgia, but Folgia getting his hands above his head and holding on to it. Good save by Folgia.
Good long kick back down the field here. Here's Fedorov trying to get things going. Over to teammate Miller. The middle. Kicked out of there by Clicksbull. Taken away by Christopher Dock. Looking for Monty down the far corner. Monty will catch up with this one, I think. How about that? Monty getting in there and just hooking it around. Chance here. Janky. And across the end line, will it be a corner or will it be a goal kick?
It's going to be a corner.
You got another corner earned by Christopher Dock here. Second from the right side into the game for Christopher Dock is number 14, Tyler Hunsberger. Number 2, Alex Grant in there, and number 3 in there, Joe Falcone for Quaker Valley High School. So the revolving door of substitution starting to roll a little bit to save on that fatigue factor that could affect them much later on.
Christopher Dock starts with left side with 6 players and the opportunity that's on the ground.
Oh, great job of getting it out of the game by Fedorov. Fedorov perfectly placed. Here's a nice little chip in there. Oh, and Falcone says, thank you very much. I'll take care of that. I think they're going to say he was on the line.
Corner.
Yep, they're going to give him the corner, and as they should. He was across the line.
But he was trying to hold the ball. He was trying to hold the ball over the goal line, but evidently across.
Looked like Rudolph Nureyev there with the ball, trying to dance his way off that line, but the 4th corner instead, so this time from the left. 2 from the left, 2 from the right. Let's see what happens. High, beautiful arcing shot.
Oh, shot
right at Falcone. Falcone on top of it again and saves it.
What a save by Falcone. That was congested as Manhattan traffic, Gary.
Oh, it was a head shot from the far side. Falcone stopped it. It came off him. He was quick enough to jump right back on top of the presence of mind to cover it up. Take a look at this.
Look at all that traffic in there.
Look at the perfect center. Right there it is. And now watch Falcone get right back up and right back on top of it again. Great keeping right there by Falcone.
You saw in a picture Ryan Fedorov keeping position, denying access to the ball as Falcone jumps on it.
Some great goalkeeping right there by a young man whose name is James Falcone, the senior goalkeeper from Quaker Valley High School. What an outstanding job. So hard when you have those caroms off that first effort, and then you've got to come back and kind of regroup so quickly.
I like that word, carom.
I'm speechless. I have nothing to say on that. Ball over to the far side. Be taken there by Ben Sopp. Sopp trying to reverse it to Fedorov. Fedorov a little back kick there off the heel. Touch back to Christopher Dock, trying to take it here.
Working the ball back to the left side.
Getting some word back from our production booth about me being speechless.
Well, you know.
I had very little to say to that. It was that about the carom.
So if you had very little to say, wouldn't that be speechless?
Yeah.
So it was.
Oh, that's true.
I got you speechless. I'll mark this down.
Under 10 minutes to go here in the first half. We are coming to you live today from the Hershey Park Stadium. Right here in the middle of Chocolate Town. We're starting to smell that chocolate, by the way. It's wafting in over the air. Yes, over the zephyrs surrounding Hershey Stadium here.
Yeah, you keep coming up with these.
Oh, Monteverdi with a nice look. Nice defense, though, by Christopher Dock to answer.
We also going to need that for this game, that grab a bag of chips and eat them word.
Yes. Yes, I'm going to give that word here in a moment again. We have a word here that if you know how this word is related to soccer, please let us know at PCN. We'll give you the address here in a few moments. Great ball in the middle of the field right here. Christopher Dock trying to control again to the near side.
Good job taking a peek.
Taken there by Rafe Snyder. Rafe Snyder to Monty. Monty again. Monty exciting when he has the ball on his feet, being double teamed here. Taken down.
This should be a penalty.
It's going to be a
this is going to be a direct. This is going to be a
kick.
direct.
Yep. Direct kick coming up here.
It's outside. It was close to being inside the box too, Gary.
He was about one step outside. You can see it right here. Where they put this thing down, you'll see where he was. He was, probably a little closer than that.
Now we'll see the referees. You got the football field to help you with the 10 yards. Everybody on the opposite post.
Watch Monty hook this. He's going to look for left corner of the cage or left corner of the net. Nope.
Too
High,
wide.
arcing, and too far.
Too wide.
Monty, and he put his head down. He knew he hit it wrong. This guy is so deft with his feet.
Yeah, and he tried to get the banana on it and just a little bit too wide and high. But at least they had the opportunity on the direct.
Now, we've been tossing this word around all day, and it has to do with soccer. So if you know it, it's make sure I have this correct. Passaquack-Kahowak. Passaquack-Kahowak, okay? What does that have to do with soccer, and what does it mean literally? If anyone has that, you can send it to PCN TV at PCN.com, and they will give you a thank you. It is. Yeah, we just heard someone back at the PCN said it's a sound you make when the ball hits you in the stomach. Oh, yeah, no, that's not it. It's much deeper than that.
Trying to get some offensive aggression by Quaker Valley.
Middle field struggle right here. And, we talk about the midfield. It's so important to win that midfield battle, too, as it's taken there by Alex Grant of Quaker Valley ahead. Monteverdi trying to catch up to it. Monteverdi dangerous right here. And a wonderful job getting out there by Folja.
And a good job by Stoltzfus once again, keeping position on the offensive player on the forward, just to make sure that he's got to really work to concentrate and handle the ball.
But Folja coffee quick there, making that decision and getting out and getting on top of the ball right away.
Oh, just out the reach of Monty.
Here we go to Wilkinson. Wilkinson trying to control. Checked there by his counterpart, number 4, Ryan Fedorov, and Fedorov wins the battle.
What a pullback.
Fedorov going to look for Monteverdi. Fedorov in the middle of the field. Fedorov, hard kick right at the middle. Nothing doing. Folja standing right there waiting for it. As we tick down to 6 minutes to go in the first half of this boys' single A state championship game. No score. Well-skilled players executing great defense as well so far. Today's championships are available, by the way, in 3 million homes all over Pennsylvania, from Philadelphia to Erie and Pittsburgh to the Poconos. You're watching PCN, the Pennsylvania Championship Network. Christopher Dock High School here out of District 1. The champions there, 19-5-1 this year. No stranger to this championship. Now Folja has to either decide, am I going to come out and get it? And he does. Picks it up.
And he's got the infamous drop punt.
We like this guy. Watch this drop kick. Let's go about 60 yards. Oh, he straight that time. Now, just once seeing, he knew it.
He must have known what was going on.
He still drilled it about 50 yards just on the line, but he has a drop kick that's unbelievable.
But Great Valley takes possession.
Good Monteverdi here. Monteverdi.
Quaker Valley taking charge. Got that play in my head from that last game.
Taking it down there to number 10, Ben Sopp. Ben Sopp is sopping up all the offense that Christopher Dock trying to throw at him today, and he has done a great job all afternoon. He has been the real key all afternoon to the defense back there. And here we are in that danger zone right now. We talk about every game, Mike, under 5 minutes, where people seem to just kind of, whether they want to or not, just mentally let down. Let's see if it happens in this game.
Or press. Or press.
Or press a little bit too much. You're right.
We haven't had any corners for the offense of Quaker Valley.
4 so far for Christopher Dock on the other side.
Push, so it's going back to the hands of Christopher Dock. Or the feet again, Gary. The
feet of Christopher Dock here, and hopefully not the hands, because it'll be going the other way quickly. Ball's going to be taken here by
that's Stoltzfus.
Christopher Dock, and we look at Stoltzfus, Ruben Stoltzfus.
A lot of action down in front of the goal. They're moving, looking to see if the defense finds a seam.
Long kick, and nice play there by Falcone. Falcone with the 2 plays of the day so far, frankly, stopping the head and then jumping back on the ball, and he really had the 2 saves of the entire day. Under 4 minutes to play. Little choppy in the middle of the field right now.
And now this is going to go in the hands of, again, Christopher Dock.
Giuseppe Chiaro could not believe that.
As far as the physical play of Quaker Valley, and the penalties have been going in the favor of Christopher Dock.
By the way, Giuseppe Chiaro, what position does he play for Christopher Dock? He's a forward. Could not believe the call there, but nevertheless was the call made, and the right one at that.
Now you see the presence of number 19, Ben Clixbull. That ball was high enough, and he's relatively tall, and he had possession, headed it to the sideline to gain possession for Quaker Valley.
You look at this first half, and it's really tough to figure out if there's any advantage either way, and you sit here and say no. I mean, it's really been a midfield game here for the most part in the first half.
Couple shots, but exciting on that one play in the middle.
Oh, look at a nice reversal here, all the way over to Rafe Snyder. Rafe Snyder, give and go look. To Monty. Mercadante doing a good job of getting over there, and check that, it's Ben Sopp again. Ben Sopp again getting the ball across the touchline as we're now down to under 3 minutes. 2:45 to go here in the first half, and Rafe Snyder with his weapon.
Creates excitement.
Watch this long, high throw. Popped up high in the air. Careful. Oh, and just out over the net.
Falcone ran right along the path of the ball as it was coming down. Had the presence, and watch as you see him back up. Knows where the goal is. As you see the header, it's up in the air. Now look at his presence. He knows where he is. It just falls outside.
Just sees it. Boy, I'll tell you what, that's when you're a goalkeeper. That's a nightmare seeing that thing up in the air, and especially if it comes down behind you into the net, as we saw in an earlier game today.
Approaching the 2-minute mark.
Here we are, and again, down in the danger zone if you're a coach in soccer.
Stoltzfus takes a rip on that, a little bit wide.
Ball over to Christopher Dock right now. Trying to control the middle of the field. Set back down there again by Tommy O'Donnell. We now kick down to 1:40. I think both teams right now are ready to go to the locker room. Let's see if anybody wants to pick it up very quickly here. Just kind of reversing fields. No one in a big hurry right now. Down the near side comes Smallridge. Smallridge pushing ahead.
Quaker Valley calling for that ball to be across the touchline. The official right there said no. Didn't clear the line, so play on.
Falcone picks it up kind of harmlessly. Oh,
that was
low
one of his
kick
better
here.
punts.
And Falcone comes back again and says, I'll take it one more time. Let me see if I can do a little better on it this time. Because that was not what he wanted to do, was put it right on a black and green uniform. Well, and this one's very short.
It's an opportunity here for Christopher Dock.
Under a minute to go. Scott Wilkinson, no wind picking up, although it is starting to quarter back into the field a little bit, so they're actually into the wind a little bit more than they were. So the wind is quartering back from right to left as you look at your screen. Down to 47 seconds. Christopher Dock with the ball, taken back by Quaker Valley momentarily. Chasing it down is Joe Falcone.
I think he caught a foot in the face.
Joe Falcone, the brother of James Falcone. Joe, the sophomore. James, the senior. Joe, of course, a midfielder and a forward. And James doing the outstanding job here as the goalkeeper this afternoon. Clock ticking away here as the official will check for the injury. 20 seconds, now 19. Enough time to get a goal here to end the first half? Let's see. Looks like both teams are going to be content to go to the locker room here momentarily. We count it down.
Coming in some pressure.
One guy that's trying to chase it down is Alex Grant, and finally sent out of there by Folja, and that's going to be pretty much the end of the first half, and that is it. We are in halftime of the PIAA Boys Single A Soccer Championship. No score between Christopher Dock Mennonite High School and Quaker Valley High School. We'll be back with more action in the second half on PCN, the Pennsylvania Cable Network. Welcome back to Hershey Park Stadium here in the heart of Chocolatetown, Pennsylvania. Hershey, PA, where Christmas magic going on tonight. A little magic going on down the soccer field right now. 0-0, a little defensive magic so far. We'd like to remind you that this PIAA Sports Championship on PCN is underwritten by the Association of Pennsylvania State College and University Faculties. Every day, APSCA faculty and coaches of the 14 state system universities are making the difference in the lives of students. Committed, dedicated. That's APSCA, Pennsylvania's own state system faculty. And by PHIA, the Pennsylvania Higher Education Assistance Agency. PIAA provides Pennsylvania students and families with easy tools, free money like grants and scholarships, and low-cost student loans. To learn more, visit educationplanner.org. We'd like to thank you for joining us today here on PCN, the Pennsylvania Cable Network, where you're watching the 2005 PIAA Soccer Championships here, the Single A Championship. Christopher Dock Mennonite High School, nothing. Quaker Valley High School, nothing here at the half. And Mike Kraus, Gary Sutton with you. Mike, a lot of defense the first half, not a lot of offensive efforts, and that's probably the reason why I give it in that order.
Well, you're playing a state championship game, and the state championship team's got to play great defense, and that's being displayed here. Quaker Valley, their offense, they only have 2 shots on goal, and their goalie, Falcone, has 2 saves. Christopher Dock, they have 5 shots on goal, and Foggia, their goalie, has only 1 save. So you're not getting a whole lot of offense in the attack thirds for either team. But as you had mentioned, Gary, in the first half, we're seeing a lot of play in the midfield, and it's just somebody getting control, create scoring opportunities. It looks like this might end up being a breakaway or maybe a penalty kick, something that's going to create a scoring chance. Corners, Christopher Docks had 4 corner attempts. Quaker Valley, nothing in the corner. So if you're not getting corners, that means the ball's not crossing the goal line. If the ball's not crossing the goal line, that means you're not getting shots. And if you're not getting shots, that means the ball's not down in your attack third. So they got to start trying to get some offensive opportunities, get the ball down to the attack third for Quaker Valley.
By the way, our word for today, and even Mike Kraus, who I go to as the oracle and the font of information, does not know what Passaquacohowoc has meant. P-A-S-U-C-K-Q-U-A-K-K-O-H-O-W-O-G. What does that mean literally, and how does it relate to the soccer today in Pennsylvania?
Got it.
Mike has been taking a guess each game. This is this game's guess. Mike, go ahead.
It's passing to the Aflac duck. So if you got the Aflac duck and you're going to pass, you're going to have that Passadaka, Aflaca.
Mike does get an A today for creative answers that are not right, and that is yet another to add to the epiphany of what he has done here today. The pantheon of bad answers that he has given today so far. Mike Kraus here from the Allentown area today. Glad to have him aboard. Gary Sutton with you. Yes, a plethora of answers that he has given. A bevy O, or in the South, a mess of. Okay, yeah, like a meso catfish with Betty Lou.
I mean, your vocabulary is so extensive.
What is? It goes from A to B every single day, whether I want it or not.
Are you the communications thesaurus?
No.
Yeah, you're throwing them out there, Gary.
That word is just so good. Let me just say it again. Passaquacohowoc.
I can't even find the root to that.
Well, if someone said that to me, I'd say you do and you'll clean it up. You know, it just really
give our viewers a little.
P-A-S-U-C-K-Q-U-A-K-K-O-H-O-W-O-G.
I said originally, and the first time you threw it out there, it was Native American.
And where can we send the emails for that to PCN TV at PCNTV.com? So send it over there if you think you know what that is, and they will give you all their appreciation. It's just just one of those things where just a little something to get you through the day, all right? As we watch these outstanding soccer players today, and I'll tell you what, they have been that all day long. Christopher Dock Mennonite High School, and just to update you from earlier today, in the opening game today, in the girls' AA championship, Villa Joseph Marie High School won their 7th state championship with a 4-2 win over Greensburg Central Catholic High School. And I should say 8th straight, because 8th championship, not 7th, 5 in the last 6 years. And then South Park, we make one mistake around here, people are all over you, right? It's all because of that word. And then South Park won 1-0 over Great Valley High School. And here we are with Christopher Dock and Quaker Valley ready to start the second half. No score, and you're seeing it all on PCN, the Pennsylvania Cable Network. Getting ready to start the second half here in our third game of the day. 2 more to come your way. Stay tuned.
You can see the offensive systems pretty much stay intact.
Here we go, Christopher Dock High School in the black, green, and white. If you're just joining us, in white and black, Quaker Valley High School. Out of Fleetsdale, PA, and from Lansdale, PA, Christopher Dock Mennonite. Christopher Dock's Monty up ahead. And there's a battle that's been going on all day. Ben Saab, number 10 for Quaker Valley, and Jason Monty, who has been out there leading the charge for offense on the other side for Christopher Dock.
Saab doing a good job. He's marking Monty. You know, he's the guy that responds for Monty. Anything around, any throw-ins, any corners, that's going to be his job.
Here's Rafe Snyder. Long set piece, long throw.
Out! Out!
Their openings there and set right back out of there by Mark Rogers of Quaker Valley.
Uh-oh, this is going to be an opportunity.
Quaker Valley with a numbers advantage here, at least for a moment. And they lose it right there as the pass not able to touch the right feet, and it's picked off by Ruben Stoltzfus, who's been a rock back there all day long.
And you see the attempt by Fedorov. Wants to get a through pass up there, but if he hits it too hard, he doesn't want to end up in the hands of the goalie, and just pulled up shy a little bit.
Janke to Wilkinson, Wilkinson back again to Stoltzfus, Stoltzfus to reverse. Take it over there to number 19, Delp to the far side. Christopher Dock trying to control the ball right here, doing a good job with the passing, reversing. Little nutmeg pass there between the legs, but not to be off the...
That's going to be a corner.
And it's going to be a corner. That would be the 5th corner of the game now, the first of this half, obviously, for Christopher Dock. And it's interesting, none so far for Quaker Valley in this game.
And it's showing the ball control of Christopher Dock. And one of the reasons for that is that number 11 for Christopher Dock, Ruben Stoltzfus, has done a great job of denying any kind of opportunities, pushing everything wide.
Here's Monty again. Monty, nice, high, long draw. And a chance out there. Ray Snyder thought he had a chance for a second. Defense closed on him quickly, and now a chance to turn the numbers in the other direction if you get there for Quaker Valley, not to be.
There he is, Stoltzfus.
Stoltzfus again. He is the commander back there. In the middle of the field again. That was Delp. All taken away. Good job there by Trey Bevins. Bevins, good footwork to the outside. Looking out there from Mercadante. Mercadante ahead up the field, trying to find Monteverdi, his running mate, and sent out across the line once again by Stoltzfus.
You see, he's just all over the field, making sure he's denies the last line of defense coming out of there. Good shield, good reverse.
Ball here. Number 4, Fedorov, and Fedorov trying to make something happen, and instead it gets sent back out by that defense of Christopher Dock one more time. Oh, push from behind by Monty. No call. Tracked down.
Oh, and that was a tackle. Now, see what they're going to call first.
Tell you what, by the end of this game, Monty and Sop are going to think they're related.
They are. Sop is Mark and Monty, but now we got a direct from the left side.
Tell you, Monty got away with one before that. He got the first push, and the official caught the second one. So here's Monty, and the officials, by the way, are doing a great job. Just one of those things where Monty gave that little shove. The official said, nah, maybe not. And then the second one, he said, yep. Here's Monty again to the middle. Good job of heading it back out there by number 19. That was Click's ball.
He's been a presence in there, a lot of those shots in the middle.
Ooh, momentary hesitation there, and the ball was just lying in the middle of the field. Tell you what, you see this guy tracking back right now.
Oh, here we go. There's a chance. Yep. He's got space.
Mercadante. Oh, once again, Mercadante trying to score, but Folja cut the angle, was right up in the tax and got right in front of him.
Beautiful through pass as you come inside on the right. Coming up.
Look at Mercadante, and Folja says, Gets up, puts those hands up, and deflects the ball away.
And that was smart. Folja had enough space that he didn't have to control the ball. There was only one offensive player coming up, and that was Mercadante.
We saw Falcone with a great stop in the first half. Well, right there, Folja added another great one here.
Kept it in front of him, knocked it down, and got possession.
Just about 5 minutes in the second half, 45 minutes played in the game. No score yet in this boys' single A championship. Delp just couldn't quite get the foot on it the way he wanted to. Picked off by Falcone. Falcone lets his offense get back up the field and lets fly.
You see Christopher Dock in those directs. They got guys right around the top of the box, and they just keep shuffling around there. And they're going to have positions, and they're disciplined when the ball is contacted to go to specific areas for the ball.
Tommy O'Donnell to Trey Bevins. Bevins looking upfield. Picked off there once again by number 11, Stoltzfus. Stoltzfus tracking it down to the corner. Stoltzfus earns his team the ball back.
And there's Mercadante right there with him. That's been a really good battle this afternoon, those two number 11s.
Throwing it back in across the touchline here will be Christopher Dock. And not getting the man that they wanted.
Oh, nice cross.
Look out. Oh,
following
good
up.
Defense. Great defense by number 3, Conrad Durstein, to get in and stop that shot.
You didn't have a whole lot of offensive support that time for.
And Monteverdi was lining that one up, Mike. But here's Fedorov checking it down again. Fedorov, middle of the field, across. Finds his man Bevins. Bevins trying to find someone and says, I'll reverse it. All the way over to Miller. Good quick defense here as Rafe Snyder races back out there to challenge.
It's going to call. That's going to be off Quaker Valley. Rafe Snyder gets it in quick.
Christopher Dock, one down the field, push again. It was Sop and his favorite
There's the
guy
other
over
battle.
there.
Monty and Sop.
That's been the most enjoyable battle to watch all day. Monty and Sop just walk around together anymore.
You got Monty and Sop, and then Stoltzfus and Montenegro, or Mercandani, and that's just been really good matchups and critical ones. Basically, they've neutralized each other.
This time, Monty knocks Sop down, and Monty gets up and pats him on the rear and says, "Hey, I'm getting to know you. You're a good guy. Let's go. Let's keep playing."
And that's it. Well, like you said, Gary, just keep playing hard.
Yeah, we understand the two of them will be heading off to Candy Lane right after this game today. They ought to. They'll be related by then, for heaven's sake.
That's why there's a spirit of competition. You go hard against your opponent all the time. And then when the field, it's done, you leave it out in the pitch and just move on.
There's Sop getting the foot on it. Now Monty. Monty with those quick feet. Ball to Christopher Dock, trying to be controlled there by Scott Wilkinson. Wilkinson ahead to Rafe Snyder, cross field. Oh, good defense here on the near side by number 8. That's Ryan Ockman.
Ockman doing a good job pushing it to the side. Now, here we come with our boy, Rafe Snyder.
Rafe Snyder, another one of the, I call it a set piece every time he does this, because like having a corner kick as we tick down to 32-44 left here in regulation. No score in this boys single A contest. A little flat that time and off the foot of Christopher Dock. It'll be a goal kick for Quaker Valley coming out of there.
Still not a whole lot of action. It's just been defense and control. Most of the time we've seen the midfield action.
Just looking for that sliver of light, that one opportunity, and it's much like the last game that we saw. You get one goal in this game, it's going to look like 5.
Well, that was really good movement by Scott Wilkinson.
How about Scott Wilkinson? Wilkinson getting down, Monty trying to chase down and can't quite get there. Falcone covers it up. Good job by Falcone.
You saw when Falcone came out there, he just laid out horizontally to make sure that his body was behind the ball so his body would stop the forward movement of the soccer ball.
There was Durstein getting off the far side to Rafe Snyder. Doc trying to control it. Again, back to Wilkinson. Wilkinson in the middle. Wilkinson trying to get control, finds a man in the middle. Monty gives a little push. I think you're going to get him for it too. That's right, Monty let those arms separate out, pushed, and he said, geez, I thought I was quick enough to do that. Fisher says, not today.
He's showing some great foot skills out there in traffic.
Hey, if you're a high school sports fan, you're going to love the Pennsylvania Cable Network. Coming up later this spring, PCM will bring coverage of track and field, volleyball, soccer, baseball, and softball to residents across the state. When you're looking for high school champions, turn to PCN, Pennsylvania's championship network. And don't forget, we got football coming up yet in December. So a lot of things going on. And of course, field hockey being played today. It's all happening on PCN, and wrestling too, and basketball, for heaven's sakes. I mean, if it's a PIAA sport, if it's a championship, there's only one place to go. Pennsylvania's championship network, PCN.
We'll be up there for the volleyball up at Penn State this year again, Gary. What a great sight.
Yeah, we had a great time last week with the volleyball down at Central High School in York, and we're looking forward to getting back up there to Penn State this year, and we're looking forward to this corner kick coming up right here for Quaker Valley, or for Christopher Dock, rather. And this is number 6 unofficially in the game. 2-0 for Quaker Valley thus far.
You see they're going to start from the left side, 1 man down in the goal.
Nice look. And out there again is Falcone, and Quaker Valley doing a nice job of clearing for the moment. Rafe Snyder heads it.
There's Stoltzfus back there, sweeping everything.
Stoltzfus says, let's put it right back down into that zone and keep it there.
Stoltzfus, the senior, making sure nothing gets past him.
Here comes Mercadante. Mercadante, great foot skills. Down the side, looking ahead. He's got his partner over there, Monteverdi, and Stoltzfus. That's a good matchup, too. Well, I'll tell you, Stoltzfus just a solid play. It looked like it was off the arm of Mercadante.
Stoltzfus shows some speed there in pursuing the ball, too. Pretty good
Sure did. Turning around, looking down the far side. Christopher Dock can catch up with it. He does. Waiting for somebody in the middle. Centers it. Good job of trying to get it out of there as Clicks pull. Ball open in the middle of the field, right out in front of the net. Kicked up there by Rogers. Taken back by Christopher Dock.
It seemed like they didn't naturally just go after the ball. It looks like they had to think about it first.
Fedorov. And you wonder at some point in time if fatigue, when it starts to set in later in the game, and we're moving through it pretty well right here, those are the moments, those little moments of indecision start to happen.
And that's right, Gary. When it comes indecisive, that's when you run into breakdowns.
That's in any sport that you want to play, and soccer included. 29:06 left in this game. Now played 51 minutes, and it's the same as when we started. 0-0 here, the boys single A championship. Shadows starting to fall over Hershey Stadium. We'll see the lights come on probably fairly soon. As we move into the later part of the afternoon. Get a little colder here as well, Mike.
A little bit colder. Got to keep that heater on behind us.
I don't think these guys are noticing it at all.
Hey, watch in the middle!
Not these guys down there. They're moving. They're focused.
They got shorts on. They say we could, it doesn't matter. Jason Monty trying to find a man. Again, the defense of Quaker Valley equal to the task.
Tommy O'Donnell solidifying the center of the defense that time, clearing it out of there.
Rafe Snyder back to the middle. Disciplined defense. That's what the name of this game has been all day long, as it's off the foot of Kleinert and out of bounds across the touchline. And we brought in there by Quaker Valley. Don't forget, still 2 more games coming up later on tonight. We got the girls AAA championship. And that will feature Owen J. Roberts High School against Pine Richland High School. Man, those girls have had a wonderful year. Pine Richland last week winning the state volleyball championship, Mike.
Head coach Emily Garega in her second year gets that AAA victory.
And then out of District 3 in the boys championship, Warwick High School, boys AAA soccer co-champion against Westchester Henderson High School. No stranger to this championship. So we've got a lot of good soccer remaining tonight, and still a lot of good soccer remaining in this game, as Christopher Dock and Quaker Valley trying to decide who's going to be the single A champion for this year.
And we got a little push by Christopher Dock, so it's going to give us a direct for Quaker Valley.
In the 53rd minute of this game, and no score thus far. Quaker Valley trying to get it ahead there, and Folja.
Clicksbowl tries to head it to the cross, and Mercandani couldn't get to it before Folja wraps up his hands all over it.
We'll rip that one out, but it's going to go across the touchline. Come back to Quaker Valley quickly, where it will be thrown in by Ryan Ockman. Ockman to Bevins. Bevins. Looked like a little wrestling move there between Bevins and number 9, Dave Janke.
That's part of it, a little bit of contact, just going a little too far. But making your presence known, nothing free, nothing easy.
Little touch pass there. Ryan Federoff. Federoff has to take it away. And just across the line, they're going to bring it right back. And here again, it's Federoff. Federoff quickly wants to get the ball in, beat the defense to it. Throws it in there to Monteverdi. Monteverdi has it taken away by guess who? Number 11, Ruben Stoltzfus. Well, I'll tell you what, Stoltzfus is a big guy, but he's also a very quick guy.
Very quick. He showed great feet, and then a good decision. Instead of letting it cross the goal line, he gets it over the touchline for the throw-in instead of the corner kick opportunity.
Wilkinson, his counterpart, number 4, Federoff. And Federoff wins this battle. Taken there and stolen away by Dave Janke. Out back, number 7, Tommy O'Donnell from Quaker Valley. Ahead. Offsides. And that's a great call by the official. The linesman standing right there. He said, yep, gotcha.
Monteverdi. And he hooked back, tried to be onside just a little bit too early.
We're in our 55th minute of this game, and no score here from Hershey Park Stadium. Gary Sutton, Mike Krause, our PCN crew, and our WITF production crew helping out today. Glad to be bringing you this PCN presentation of the PIAA Soccer Championships on Pennsylvania's Championship Network. There you see Monty trying to get up there. Monty crawling up the backside. I don't know how many times Monty's been hit today for a little push.
Yeah, we're getting more and more of them now, too, at this point in the game.
But it's getting a little choppy at this point in the game.
Hey, were you singing on that last one you said to score? It sounded like you're...
No, I don't sing that often. Shower every now and then, but outside of that, nothing much.
You sing in the shower?
Yeah, it's occasionally. In the rain.
In the rain, singing in the rain.
I do that too, yes.
Classic song.
See, that's one of those segues I was talking to you about.
Absolutely.
Connor Histon kicking the ball ahead off Christopher Dock, and so the ball brought back in here on the near side by Ryan Federoff, and Federoff can't get it to the man he wants to, and so it's taken out of there by Conrad Durstein.
Both teams showing such good anticipation on the passes and shielding so well.
Bachman to Monteverdi. Monteverdi looking down there, trying to catch up to it. His teammate Rogers.
Contact. No call.
No
Play
call.
on.
Rogers goes to kick it, and it is nailed right there by number 19, Jordan Delp, to save a good center. Then set back out by Christopher Dock. Here comes Monty. Monty draws a lot of attention.
Glixbull showing some foot skills.
How about Glixbull taking it away right there and then quickly getting it to Mark Rogers. Mark Rogers says, let me have a shot at this one. Rogers taken down. Good tackle.
Good recovery by Christopher Dock.
And this game in the last 5 to 6 minutes has gotten extremely physical. I mean, not to the point of being dirty or anything, just a good physical, hard type game.
And you got to worry about anything in the penalty box if it gets too physical. You don't want to give up any freebies.
Here's Christopher Dock. Dave Janke getting in.
When you start getting tired, Gary, you're trying to push a little bit.
Off to Wilkinson. There was Sop again down there checking on Monty.
You push a little bit, and then when you're tired, you don't know where to draw the line.
Here comes a guy we've not yet seen this half, and he is Mr. Excitement, Lewis Lee. We saw him in the first half with a good chance to head one in, couldn't quite get it, but he can make some things happen, and this is exactly the point where he loves to be.
Right, that's going to be up in the air if it's high enough over there. Watch him to be a part of a header.
At far post, going just off the head. Let's see what happens here. Rafe Snyder says we'll let it go, and it will go to be a goal kick for Quaker Valley.
So we got the call already, so Rafe Snyder couldn't go after it.
PCN is the only statewide network covering the PIAA championships. For a complete schedule of upcoming sports events, visit the network's website at www.pcntv.com. And also to find out a little bit about your guess on Passaquacohoag and what that has to do with soccer.
Something. Yeah. It has nothing to do with bag of chips.
No, Mark Rogers. Taken away by Conrad Durstein. Ahead. Nothing there? Maybe. Chasing it down the far side is Rafe Snyder. Can he get to it in time? Yes. Rafe Snyder sets it up. He wants to center it. Double clutches, fakes it, back to the middle. Good defense there.
Kept it on the ground.
Maybe took too many passes, trying to wait and set things up. There's Monty, just missing. And Monty kind of put you to sleep with that. He sets up it just like that. Quicksilver slipping it on the left side, but just missing the net.
Falcone given a little bit of space by the right post, the near post. Gets on a recovery, you'll see.
Watch this, so it just kind of puts you to sleep, and then all of a sudden, whack. I mean, and that ball had some velocity to it. By the way, back into the game now for Quaker Valley, Alex Grant, the junior midfielder. Number 2.
One thing you see, Gary, is Christopher Dock, their headers are down on the ground. They want to play on the floor. They want to play on the pitch. They want to keep the ball down and use their speed, use their ball control to create opportunities.
Will Smallridge chasing it down for Christopher Dock, and then he's just trying to send it back up to Rafe Snyder. Rafe Snyder tracking back to try to get it. Taken away by Quaker Valley.
Good footwork by Rafe Snyder.
Rafe Snyder and Bevins fighting it out over there, and Rafe Snyder says, I'll take it, thank you very much. Here's Monty. Now watch this. Always excitement in the open field, and this young man has it. One-on-one, he loves to distribute, he loves to create, he loves to make plays. Look at Monty, just looking. Monty just leads it.
Louis
nice
Lee.
chip. And Louis Lee looking to head it in there, can't quite get it, but here Christopher Dock still has control.
Sending it back in.
Another chip back into the middle. Good header out of there by John Miller. Back up, reset for Christopher Dock. To the middle. Histon, looking. Nothing. Again, pushed out of there by Ben Sop. This time it's sent out by Ryan Ockman. Christopher Dock trying to put the heat on. Another good look, but this is going to be wide. As you saw, number 4, Scott Wilkinson trying to turn and get it going.
Oh, they're calling a corner out of this, Gary.
Ooh, and he must have tipped off body there. 3rd corner of this half, 7th corner of the game now for Christopher Dock. And every one of these becomes more accentuated and more dangerous, Mike.
And we remember last time Louis Lee, who is right now in by the goal, he's got some legs on him, gets up in the air. If they can center that high enough, Louis Lee could make things happen with a
Jason
headshot.
Monty, nice and high. This is what you're looking for. Headshot and not there again. But I'll tell you what, those centers by Monty are beautiful. I mean, they got a lot of air under them, gives you a lot of chances to do some things with them.
That was excellent position.
Look at this ball. Nice and high, lots of air under it, and lots of chances for good things to happen. And a great job in there by Trey Bevins of really pushing it out there away from the goal.
Ryan Ockman just put his head down a little bit too early, and he couldn't get that attack, and Louis Lee, it just went right by him.
120 minutes now left to go in this game. Over 60 minutes played and no score. We are seeing just wonderful defense here at Hershey Stadium today in these soccer games. Great skills demonstrated. Quaker Valley has not had a corner yet this afternoon.
Wow, you
Here's
got that.
Fedorov trying to get something going on here. He's fighting with that guy who's been back there and so solid all day, Ruben Stoltzfus.
Stoltzfus getting a little frustrated.
Put back into play by Achman to Fedorov. Fedorov off to Monteverdi. Monteverdi thought he should have seen something there by his man cutting O'Donnell, who stopped. And now Christopher Dock gets it back.
Achman showing a defensive responsibility and discipline. Being a center of the field and deny.
That line of 4 back there has been just like a door slammed shut today on Quaker Valley for Christopher Dock. As you see, ball reverse fields from Ryan Fedorov. Check that with Scott Wilkinson. Now Fedorov has it. Quaker Valley trying to get something going. They have just not been able to establish anything much down in that other end. Fedorov.
Good position there, a little hold in there.
Oh, and Fedorov and Monty. Monty good at using that forearm. Monty creating here, watch, little touch to Louis Lee, and just a little too far, and there it is, the universal sign, hands on the head.
A little too hard, a little too hot. Louis Lee had the space, he was ready to go. Tell you this, Monty, watch, as he comes up, watching the right side, Louis Lee.
He's setting him up.
Unshielded, he's got the space just a little too hard.
2 steps
and you
ahead
saw
of
a
him.
direct line right to the goal.
Yeah, Louis Lee said, it looks good to me. He had a straight shot. Here comes Louis Lee again down the near side. Louis Lee with some footwork, trying to turn, and good defense, great defense, in fact, by Trey Bevins of Quaker Valley to save the possibility of a good center. But once again, another corner kick. This is the 8th of the game, now to none for Quaker Valley.
Now you see everybody again off the weight post up around the 18, start penetrating, see if you can create a seam.
Low this time.
A little bit too low, so denied was Ray Snyder.
Alex Grant right there, and Alex Grant ready to nail it away. See if he gets a little bit more air underneath this one. He does. Good kick. Oh, and nice play by Falcone, and Falcone says, let's get going on some offense
Good
here.
quick transition. There's Stoltzfus again,
Here's
Gary.
Stoltzfus coming himself. There's Monty. Monty looking again, not quite square with the shoulders and a little quick, and he knew it.
That's what's really impressive by Stoltzfus. He makes the decision, stays with it. He knows he's got support behind him. Guys will rotate back. He tried to keep the ball up in the attack third, and they almost got, well, they got a shot. Not the one Monty wanted as far as accuracy, but still an attempt.
63 minutes go on in this game, and no score. Ben Sopp. Ben Sopp sends it back upfield again. Ben Sopp has been as good on the other end today. I think it's Stoltzfus has for Christopher Dock.
And that's what you need on championship levels. You need that stopper back there, the guy that makes good decisions and has good skills.
Now Christopher Dock. Christopher Dock keeping the pressure on offensively. Good defense there, however, by number 8, Ryan Achman for Quaker Valley.
Little trip. Getting a trip by Christopher Dock. So
hey, Christmas came early. And there's Achman pushing it ahead to Fedorov. Fedorov trying to make something happen.
showing the speed. There's our matchup.
All the way over to Mercadante. Mercadante chasing it down, and who's he with over there? Number 12, Will Smallridge. So the ball will be thrown in across the touchline over there. Doing the throwing looks like it's going to be Lewis Lee. Check that, Tommy O'Donnell. Tommy O'Donnell getting over there, number 7, the counterpart of Lewis Lee on the other side. Here's O'Donnell.
Giving Mercadante a break.
Mercadane's been doing a lot of running out there, and I think Coach wants him to do a little something different maybe, or has an idea here. Coach Gene Klein, 28 seasons at Quaker Valley. What an outstanding record he's had. This is his 10th appearance, his team's 10th appearances in a state championship. Man, I'll tell you what, that talks about continued excellence all the time, as you mentioned earlier, Mike.
Well, that's what a program does, and leadership and getting kids to come up the right way and have a good system, good feeder program, and good instruction, and that starts at the top.
There's Bevins trying to get something going. Here's it back, Fedorov. Fedorov looking for handball there, and caught you. Got you there. Okay, Monteverdi. You're quick, but you're not that quick, right? The official call it. Monteverdi trying to just kind of slam it down and get away with it, but didn't happen this time. Monteverdi, an exceptional player, by the way. And here's Ruben Stoltzfus, another one. Man, we've got great players all over this field today.
When they handle the ball, things try to happen.
And when great players are all playing at their very best, you're not going to see a lot of scoring in any game. I got news for you. These guys are playing very, very well. Ball to the middle. Taken there by Delp. Delp trying to control. Take it to the outside. Stolen back by Miller. Miller from Quaker Valley. Off to Mark Rogers. Rogers to Monteverdi. Monteverdi looking to create something here in the middle of the field. Swings it to the near side. Catches his man on this side. It's Alex Grant. Alex Grant back to Fedorov. Fedorov to the middle. Looking again for Trey Bevins. Bevins has it taken away. But it'll go back to Quaker Valley as again they try to mount another attack here. 66 minutes almost going by in this game.
There, they're playing on.
There's been some good clean tackling in this game too. We talked about getting a little choppy in place, but some very clean tackling in an effort to obtain the ball.
Clean tackling. Oh, there's a trip.
That one might not be one of them.
Yep. You can see the clean tackling, but there's some fancy.
We're gonna get a card here.
It's a card.
Yep. We're going to get a card here. Card's going to be on number 9, Dave Janke. Or is it? Not Janke, rather. Number 3, is it Durstein?
Yes.
Yeah, Durstein gets the card, the yellow card. So Durstein quickly to the sideline. And we'll take a look at it again, and you'll see this one not an effort to go for the ball.
See, you can see right there, he stuck his leg out.
That's a
little bit obvious there on Alex Grant. Tripping Alex Grant. Durstein comes out of the game. Now we get this up in the air. We get a good kick on it. See if the ball just gets past the line.
There's good, high, arcing type kick. A little bit of ahead, not enough though. Folger right there, kind of harmless. As we tick down to 13:38 now to go in this contest. I want to remind you today's championships are available in 3 million homes all over Pennsylvania, from Philadelphia to Erie and Pittsburgh to the Poconos. And yes, to Leetsdale and Lansdale today, we're talking about the PIAA state championships. And if you're watching, thank your cable company. It's PCN, Pennsylvania's championship network. Gary Sutton and Mike Krause with you, along with our PCN crew and our great help today from WITF TV here in the Harrisburg area. We are so happy to have you all aboard here this afternoon at Hershey Stadium for this PIAA championship. What a game it has been so far. 67 minutes going by, and now we have Monteverdi with the ball. And Monteverdi, chance to get one-on-one here. Oh, he's pushed.
Oh, it's outside the box.
Pushed outside the box. Monteverdi to the middle. No one home on the other side, though. Being chased down there by Falcone. Make that Folger, rather. And Folger does a wonderful job of chasing it down on the far side. Big moment there. Monteverdi couldn't quite beat his man.
If he's inside the box, it's a different story. That's called. But he maintained possession. No advantage, so they just let him play on.
There's Monty. You got Monteverdi, you got Mercadante, and you got Monty today on the field. I'll tell you what, they're all over the place.
A lot of M's.
Yeah.
They could be sponsored by M&M's.
Or the 3M company.
Ooh, that was quick, Gary. Well, it could be the 3M, the way their defense is sticking to the ball.
Yeah, that's been the kind of game you go today, because these guys are really getting it on. Here's another guy that's been outstanding all day. Ruben Stoltzfus swings the ball to the outside. Gets it over to teammate Smallridge. Smallridge up the field. Smallridge looking. Far side. Has a man open. Chance to line it up.
Nice crossover.
Maybe a little too long, and it was a little too long. It's just cleared out of there by Tommy O'Donnell. There's the kind that scare you a little bit when you're a keeper.
Quick hop. Yep.
You get that hop that you don't quite know how to play. You can't come up and play it too early. Great job of running down there by Durstein, back in the game now.
Keeping it down there on the offensive end. Quaker Valley answers.
Here again, just one guy up there on the other end. Mark Rogers trying to chase it down, won't get it. Smallridge clears. Smallridge off to the far side. Taken there by Rafe Snyder. Rafe Snyder in a little battle over there with Bevins.
Rafe Snyder might have twisted his ankle a little bit, staying down.
He and Bevins got tangled up there with feet on the far side. And 11:06 now. The clock continues to roll down, and we're going to have a timeout, I think, on the field. 11:05. Let's take a look at what happened there to Rafe Snyder. He's coming down there. Watch your feet get a little bit of a push, and the feet right here get tangled up. You see that? Right on his ankle. You can see it. His left foot
stepped on it.
Right there on the ankle, and he just went down. Yeah, and that's got to hurt. It's cold down there today, too, so you know that hurts a little bit. Great work by our camera crew picking up on what actually happened. We want to thank all the participating cable systems across Pennsylvania for their support in bringing you the 2005 PIAA Boys Single A Soccer Championship on PCN. PCN is Pennsylvania's championship network. Gary Sutton and Mike Krause with you, and still 2 games to go after this as the shadows lengthen here in the field, and we hope Mr. Rafe Snyder is not hurt. But Mike, your thoughts on the game to date as we have yet 11 minutes to play in this one?
I couldn't tell if it was his ankle or a cramp. The way they're treating it looks like it might be the ankle.
It's the way he hit it, the way the two legs hit. It looked like he caught the ankle there, and you can see he's carrying it. That's an ankle. That's not a
right. That's no
cramp.
You know, Rafe Snyder was such a weapon for Christopher Dock.
Well, you have to remember he's the guy that throws the ball in for him,
right.
too. And then, so he really, you know, when you take his foot out of there, you're also taking his arms out of there.
So we'll see how they adjust to it. And they're going to try to get him moving around. There's about a little over 10 minutes to go, 11 minutes. So see if he can. Well,
the good news is he's putting a little bit of pressure on it each moment that he's coming across that field. So it probably hurts him pretty badly. But let's take one more look at it. If we can maybe try to freeze it right there. Now watch, right here. Now watch the foot. It'll come in right about here. It's kind of a weird way that they hit, but right there is where it happens. And you can see the knee going into the part of the ankle and then kind of catching. And it looked like that's where, and then you can see him go down and reach for that ankle right away.
Yeah, he hit it pretty hard.
You know, a whack today, as cold as it is down there, I mean, it's going to sting for a little while. And he's still being helped over here. We're going to keep an eye on him. Eric Rafe Snyder, what an outstanding game he has played today. Ball back in play now for Christopher Dock as we tick down to 11 minutes. Played 69 minutes in this game and coming down to 70 pretty soon. And I'll tell you what, it doesn't look any different than it did when we started today.
Whoa, how'd that happen?
Monteverdi, trying to get out ahead. Monteverdi, he's going to be pushed right there by Stoltzfus. Monteverdi still with it. Stoltzfus keeps him out of there. Stoltzfus with a little nudge. Monteverdi again, trying to get possession here. Stoltzfus not to be had, and I think it went off Monteverdi out of bounds across the touchline. How about Stoltzfus with that saver?
Lineman down in front of us at the midfield was pointing in favor of Quaker Valley. Hey, you know what, though? You said it, Gary. Stoltzfus having the discipline to be physical, but not crossing the line.
Yep. He just kept pushing him a little bit. On the other side of the field, Mercadante. Back now to the middle, Tommy O'Donnell. Mercadante again swings it back to the outside to Miller and goes across the touchline. And so what was a great opportunity melted away and now goes back to Christopher Dock, who will try to mount their own opportunity on the other end. There you see Histon,
shielding the ball.
Near side. He's got his man over here, Conrad Durstein.
Louis Lee was pointing up in the air for that lead pass.
Back to the middle again. Taken there one more time by Histon and now stolen back.
They had to pull back. See, they almost had a breakaway with Monteverdi, but he had to step back because he was offsides.
You can hear the crowd down here. They're getting a little bit nervous and a little bit impatient right now. They want to see some kind of spark, something happen for one of these two clubs. And right now it's basically a midfield battle. As we tick under 10 minutes, 9:20 to go in the game, at least in regulation.
That regulation was.
Have to watch that, don't I? Thanks to everyone involved in today's state finals, and a big thank you as well to the cable companies that carry the Pennsylvania Cable Network, bringing sights and sounds of the 2005 championship.
Oh, good job by Klecksville coming back to deny Louis Lee.
Quick transition that time, but nothing doing on the other end, and the ball we brought in and thrown in on the far side. Here's where the difference is right now, when you don't have Rafe Snyder in there, and instead it's going to be done by Jason Monty.
I'm sure Monty can do a pretty good job himself and get
does as good a job as he does with his foot. That'll be a good check. Look at this throw. Oh, little over the head look. Oh, a nice job there by Falcone, playing it well.
Falcone's just sitting back there waiting with the discipline for the shot to come down.
You know, it's amazing to me at this point in the game, and still Quaker Valley with not a corner. 8 corners to nothing in this game thus far. We tick down near 8 now. 8:15 to go. Now 14. Christopher Dock. And there you see Ben Sapp. We haven't heard from him in a while. Well, again, though, here in a moment, Sapp back there. And now we see coming down the middle, number 4, Wilkinson to the near side. Got Histon to the middle.
Oh, it slipped through.
Look out, Falcone rather, right on top of it. And Falcone now gets a nice little roll out there, get the offense started again. Fedorov. Good job coming up that time by number 19, Delp, for Christopher Dock. Ahead. Monty.
It's going to be a shot.
Got it.
It's in. It's in the goal.
It was misplayed by Falcone. Monty saw it. He took one moment to make sure he saw what he really saw, and it wasn't some kind of mirage, and he drilled it to the back of the net.
What timing. You see the ball is in the center of the field, right in front of the goal. Comes off. Louis Lee puts a threat, goes off his shoulder, which causes a deflection, and Falcone can't get to it. Now watch, Louis Lee, it comes right off his shoulder, and that just threw off Falcone, and right there, sitting there and waiting to do the finish, Jason, Monty.
Well, it took us 72 minutes and 30 seconds, but we've got a goal here, and Monty the one nailing it. And now, quick sense of urgency on the other end for Quaker Valley, and here they come. Mercadanti trying to find something, and there's Mr. Steady back there, Ruben Stoltzfus. Coming back in again, Fedorov. Now you have to commit to the offense. Fedorov fights it out, wins the battle. Fedorov coming down. Fedorov taking down right there. Stolen back by Christopher Dock and kicked out of there by Delp.
They're going to try to press a little bit, get that ball up the field.
Ball taken there by number 18, John Miller. They need to mount some offense and mount it in a hurry. Here's Mercadanti back to the middle. Fedorov looking. Fedorov can't find Monteverdi, goes right on past. Nailed out of there by Durstein.
Durstein, the ball was opposite field, so he sagged back to help support, and he was right there in that crossing pass.
And here's a good situation for Quaker Valley. The ball belongs to them. 6:35 to go in this contest. Here's Fedorov, a chance to lob it in there.
He's got to get it enough just past the line, but not into the hands of the goalie.
There it is.
It's kicking around.
Booted out of there again by Durstein. Durstein's had a really good second half.
Sent back in.
Hockman back in there again. And number 19 on top of Klickspool. And cleared, and every time that happens, the clock is now becoming the friend of Christopher Dock. Taken there by Ockman. They send it back up into the area. Scoring area, that is.
Uh-oh.
Alex Grant trying to get it. Durstein takes him down.
Now he was up in the air. Tyler Grant jumped over Durstein, so he's not going to get that call to fall in his favor. So that's going to go back into the hands of Christopher Dock.
And back on the foot of Ruben Stoltzfus, who has been superb here today. And we'll try to take a look at it again here.
See Tyler Grant coming over the top.
Meanwhile, Stoltzfus sends it back down. There's Monty in the middle of the field. Monty just kicking it back down there. Every second becoming precious now to Quaker Valley. Quaker Valley 5-3-1 in state championships. Right now, Christopher Dock on top by 1-0. They won in 2002 and 2003. This would be their third state championship. As into the game for Quaker Valley comes Mark Rogers. He'll replace Alex Grant.
See Ray Snyder still on the sideline. Looks like he's icing his leg. I don't think we're going to see him back. He's got to be Mr. Excitement for them, for Christopher Dock, Louis Lee.
I'll tell you, under 5 minutes now.
He just creates opportunities and makes the defense worry about him. And just keeps the defense moving, and that's when they scored. It was around him, Louis Lee, as he's going to leave the game.
Tyler Hunsberger, a sophomore, back into the game now for Lewis Lee. And every one of these substitutions, by the way, takes time. You make sure you don't run on or run off the field way too fast. 4.5 minutes to go. And look at the hustle there by Dave Janke. Dave Janke controlling it near side. Dave Janke trying to make something happen. Dave Janke with the ball, just losing it across the line, but it'll be a goal kick quickly out of there by Falcone. And yes, time is of the essence. A sense of urgency. Falcone with a nice long kick. You need to get it on the foot of some whites right now if you can. There's Mercadanti. Mercadanti trying to chase it down, nothing there. Across the line will still remain with Quaker Valley. Clock ticks down under 4 minutes now to 3:50.
There he is, Stoltzfus again, trying to interrupt the offense of
Bevins looking inside for number 4, Fedorov. Cleared again. Precious seconds tick off the clock if you're a Quaker Valley fan. If you're Christopher Dock, looks like hours instead of seconds. Ryan Ockman.
They have Falcone a little bit higher, actually.
Bevins can't get
as
it.
A sweeper.
There's Ben Sopp now committed to the offense. Trying to chase it down is number 5. Mark Rogers can't get the foot on it and keep it. And again, slowly just throwing the ball back in bounds. Christopher Dock Ball will be sent out of there by Monty one more time. Monty just sending it back up the field as we tick down near 3 minutes now. 77 minutes gone in this game, and it's a 1-0 lead for Christopher Dock, looking for their 3rd state championship. Nice trap there with the chest. The number 19, Klickspool, to try to set it up. Throwing it back down in the offensive zone. Now sent back out again with the defense of Christopher Dock. Under 3 minutes to go now in the game, in the match. Shadows have really lengthened across this field now. Lights are not on.
But it's still bright enough that they can see the
very
play.
Very bright, very bright. Next game, we'll be seeing the lights come on very quickly. Here's Sop. Sop just trying to get the ball back up in there for something to happen. Fedorov taken down by Monty again. Monty and Fedorov with a great battle there. Here's Fedorov. Oh, had a chance to get in there, didn't do it. Sent back out of there. It was number 19, Jordan Delp.
You just want to make sure that Christopher Dock, if that gets in the offensive end. Oh, there's numbers advantage here.
And here's Dock.
We almost had a little bit off sides.
You know one thing for sure, you got it. They can't score on you. Christopher Dock pushed down from behind. Should be a whistle and will be.
I don't know what happened there, Gary. It appeared from up here.
And everything right now that takes time is not a friend of yours. If you're Quaker Valley, it's going to be a direct kick.
Tyler Hunsberger was ahead of the ball, and then he stepped back. But
144, 143, 142. Monty talking it over. Every second precious now. Can't go fast enough if you're a Christopher Dock fan. You wish it were ours if you were Quaker Valley. Here we go. Watch Monty. Monty, good defense in there. Once again, it was Sop getting out of there. And here comes Mercadante, looking ahead for Monteverdi.
Well, they got Foggy up out of the goal.
Oh, and that's a chancy thing right there.
There's contact. Watch for something happening around the ball. You got to make sure it's disciplined, nothing cheap.
Here's Rogers. Rogers trying to find something. Ball up in the air here. Lots of things can happen here. Here's Rogers again, trying to get on it.
That's going to be a push.
You're going to have a
push against Christopher Dock
here very quickly. Going to have Roger and Bevan step in here.
He's pushing everybody up. You want to make sure Coach Klein wants everybody up there with an opportunity to score. Everybody there except the goalie.
And the goalie's up at the 40-yard line right now. Here we go.
Make it a numbers game.
Here's your kick. Looking for the goal! It's just over the top of the bar. Oh, what a drill job that time by Bevins. Man, it looked good.
That was beautiful. You see, just drops it over.
Watch it. It looks like it's in.
Right through.
And then it elevates right there.
Oh, it looks like it might even hit the crossbar.
23 seconds, 22, 21. Here comes the goal kick out by Christopher Dock. 15 seconds away now from a state championship. One more time for Quaker Valley. Can they do it? Now down to 10 seconds. Here comes Mercadante. They may have time for one more shot.
Gonna clear it out there.
And that's going to be just about it.
That's going to do it.
Up the field, 2 seconds, 1 second. Christopher Dock, Mennonite High School is your single A boys state championship in PIAA as they win it 1-0 in a great battle here this afternoon. We'll take a break. We'll come back. This is PIAA Soccer Championships on PCN, the Pennsylvania Cable Network.
Attention, O.J. Roberts. Attention.
Welcome back to Hershey Park Stadium. Gary Sutton, Mike Krause, our PCN crew, and our WITF production staff helping us here today for this PCN presentation of the boys PIAA Single A Soccer Championship. And what a battle it was. And it took 72 and a half for us to decide a champion. But Jason Monty made sure we had one here in regulation, Mike, with a drill shot right to the middle off a miss by the goalkeeper, and Christopher Dock Mennonite School adds to their championships in 2002, 2003, now 2005. 3 of the last 4 years. We're going to take a look at that goal one more time. As number 5, Jason Monty, you see him right down there on the field. Watch this.
Now you see it comes off the shoulder. Louis Lee on the left. Falcone thought he was going to try to challenge that off the header. And Monty, just with the presence, finishes and just gives them the goal, the only goal they need to become state champion.
Falcone coming out to try to play it, gets knocked down. That's a danger when your keeper's out far from the net, and he went down and the net was left open, and Monty said, thank you very much, I'll fill it in. And that's it, 1-0, Christopher Dock wins. Let's go to Bob Schellenberg for the presentation of our awards. The 2 outstanding teams here today. Our runners-up, Quaker Valley High School.
And of course, phenomenal seasons, allowing you to play in Hershey in the PIAA championship game. We will first honor the Quakers of Quaker Valley High School, head coach Gene Klein, to bestow the medals upon his champions. Our first medal goes to Zach Correa. Chris Kennedy. Mike Pedita. Lem Wilcox. Mike Bevins. Alex Bob. Andrew Henning. Sean Murphy. John Moorhead. Joe Falcone. Carson Wilson. Chris Fish. Kenny Goff. Nick Kraft. Alex Grant. Adam Mercadante. Tommy O'Donnell. Ryan Federoff. Adam Monteverde. Mark Rogers. Ryan Ockman. John Miller. Ben Clixbull. Trey Bevins. James Falcone. And Ben Sopp. We now ask that Trey Bevins, James Falcone, and Ben Sopp, if you'll please step forward, as Mr. Mark Byers, Assistant Executive Director of the PIAA, presents the Quakers of Quaker Valley High School with the 2005 PIAA Class A runner-up trophy. Congratulations to the Quakers of Quaker Valley.
That's what it is. Our third one.
And now it is time to meet your 2005 PIAA Class A champion, Christopher Dock Mennonite Pioneer. Head coach Matt Moyer to present the medals to his champions. We begin with Jason Monty. Scott Wilkinson. Conrad Durstein. Ruben Stoltzfus. Lewis Lee. David Janke. Will Smallridge. Jordan Delp. Greg Folgia. Steve Kramer. Travis Schwarzentruber. Gabe Kleinert. Nate Weaver. Aaron Clemmer. Steve Frankenfield. Giuseppe Chiero. Connor Histan. Eric Rafesnyder. Gus Wagner. Tyler Hunsberger. Colby Swartley. Aaron Nafziger. Jesse Weaver. Colin Mayer. Excuse me, Colin Moyer. Lawrence Prince. Caleb Hochstetler. And Evan Napziger. And now we'd ask that Jason Monty, Scott Wilkinson, Conrad Durstein, and Ruben Stoltzfus, if you please come forward as you are presented with the 2005 PIAA Class A Championship Trophy. Ladies and gentlemen, the Pioneers of Christopher Dock Mennonite High School. Congratulations.
And there you have it, Christopher Dock Mennonite High School, your champions of boys single A, PIAA soccer. Here in 2005, 25-1 for the season, and that 20th win, the big one, 1-0 on the foot of Jason Monty for Quaker Valley High School. The runners-up, their fourth silver medal they'll put in their box, 5-4-1 over the years in state finals. It was a great one today, great defense. We're looking forward to bringing you two great games tonight. Owen J. Roberts High School in girls, AAA against Pine Richland High School, girls AAA. They just won the volleyball championship last week. They're looking for some kind of double back-to-back, if you will. And later on tonight at 7 o'clock, Warwick High School, AAA soccer co-champion against Westchester Anderson High School in the boys AAA final tonight. All coming to you live on PCN, the Pennsylvania Cable Network. We'll see you a little bit later on to Hershey Stadium. But for now, Christopher Dock Mennonite High School, your boys PIAA single A champions. Have a great evening, everyone. See you in a little while for more soccer.
I'm not cold.